Hello, today I'll be using the AccuViewProfessional.com virtual eye model to complete my eye anatomy video. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and click on the close-up section, and I'll be clicking on this first dot. This is going to give us an overview of the eye before I go ahead and begin. So this first dot right here, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the conjunctiva. This is the clear membrane that covers the front of the sclera and also lines the inner portion of the eyelids. Next, we have our cornea. This is the front transparent part of the eye. Its bulging curvature provides the major refraction of the eye. Behind our cornea, we have our lens. This is the resilient transparent structure in the eye that focuses light by changing its curvature. It provides a secondary refraction after the cornea and is located behind the iris. Next, we have our ciliary body or ciliary muscles. These are the muscles that control the focusing of the eye by causing the lens to change shape. This is called accommodation. Although it does not have a label, what we have here is called the ora serrata. The ora serrata is the area of the inner eye where the retina ends and the choroid layer of the eye can be seen. What we have here is called the suspensory ligaments. These are long, thin fibers which connect the crystalline lens to the ring of the ciliary muscles. In here, we would have what is called the aqueous humor. This is the watery fluid that fills the anterior segment of the eye and provides some of the nutrition to the surrounding parts. We would have the canal of Schlemm. This is the upper half of the front of the eyeball. It is a circular lymphatic-like vessel in the eye that collects aqueous humor from the anterior chamber and delivers it into the scleral blood vessels via aqueous veins. I'm going to go ahead and click on this next dot. This right here is what we call the sclera. This is a tough, white, fibrous outer protective layer of the eye. We next have the iris. This is the colored portion of the eye. This is what gives us our green, blue, brown, or hazel eyes. It contains the pupil. It controls the amount of light entering the eye by enlarging or minimizing the size of the pupil. Next, we have the pupil. This is a round hole in the center of the iris through which light passes. The pupil ordinarily appears black because there is very little light coming from the dark chamber behind it. It is important to know that the pupil is a hole and it is not something that we can touch. Next, we have our macula. This is an oval yellowish area surrounding the fovea near the center of the retina, which is the region with the keenest vision. It has the largest concentration of cone cells. Next, we would have our optic disc right here. This is the point of exit of the optic nerve. It has no rods or cones, which makes it a small physiological blind spot. The fovea centralis would be located in this area. This is a small, thinned out area of the retina consisting almost exclusively of cone photoreceptor cells, which provide high visual acuity. Next in this area, if we click here, this would be the optic nerve. The optic nerve are the bundles of fibers that carry vision-related impulses from the retina to the brain. We're going to go ahead and go into a wide view. So in our wide view, we're going to be having in here, we have something called the vitreous humor. This is a clear jelly-like substance that fills the posterior segment of the eye, behind the lens, excuse me. Next, we have our retina, which is right here. This retina is the inner lining of the back chamber of the eye, which contains the layers of nerve cells that receive light rays. These enter the eye through the pupil and convert these light rays into electrical impulses, which are delayed to the brain via the optic nerve. And go back to this section right here. If you see this this brighter pink compared to the white of the sclera, and then this yellow right here, this is called the choroid. It's a layer between the retina and the sclera, and it consists primarily of blood vessels which provide nourishment to the retina. I'd like to go ahead and take this moment to also talk about heterochromia. Heterochromia is when a person's irises are two different colors. So there are two ways that this can it can be either genetic or it can also be acquired. Acquired usually happens through eye injuries, glaucoma, bleeding in the eye. This is when it can change colors. If as an adult you have heterochromia, it is important that a person goes and visits an ophthalmologist where they, an ophthalmologist where they can receive information and an eye care plan, and this is needed. As children, they are to be taken to the doctor where the doctor will confirm the heterochromia, and usually there is no underlying cause, but they go ahead and check to see if there are any underlying causes for heterochromia. There are three types of heterochromia. This is a person has complete heterochromia. This is where the whole eye is a different color from the other one. The other one is called the partial. This is when part of one iris is a different color. Next, we have the central. This is when the inner ring is a different color from the outer ring. Interestingly enough, my eldest sister, she actually has partial heterochromia in her right eye. One eye is green and the other is green with a little bit of brown. Thank you for watching my video explaining the anatomy of the eye. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much.